This is extra practice for your number 7 on your Chapter 4 review exam, Part 1. And the problems look like this in here. And I'll be doing 8. So first of all, I'll be doing the first couple kind of slow, and then we'll go a lot faster. So the first one is, number 1 is e to the 6x times e to the x squared equals e to the 7th. Now recall that e is just a constant. And the reason we're doing this extra practice is because some students just have a problem with this. Just remember it's a constant. It's a number in between 2 and 3. And so don't let the e part scare you. We're going to use our properties of exponents, or our laws of exponents. And notice that anytime you have a to the m times n, which is this first one here, that equals a to the m times n. So this one is just going to be e to the 6x, and then we'll write this out. Now this one follows the properties of a to the m power times a to the nth power equals a to the m plus n. And so all we're going to do is add these. 6x plus x squared equals e to the 7th. Now, since we've already gone over in class that when our bases are the same, we can disregard them except if we want to check our work. And now we have a quadratic equation here. So this is 6x plus x squared equals 7. And I'm going to rewrite this as x squared plus 6x and move the 7 over. So minus 7 equals 0. Then you factor, and you get x plus 7 times x minus 1 equals 0. So our solution set is negative 7 and 1. And that's as simple as it gets. Now if you wanted to plug it in, you could, but recall the domain for all exponential equations is all real numbers. So we really don't have to worry, as long as you did your factoring right, about any restrictions in this area. So exponentials are pretty easy. For the domain for the exponential functions is all real numbers. Okay, we're going to move a little faster because all of these are almost identical. The next one is e raised to the 8th to the x power times e to the x squared power equals e to the 9th power. We're going to use our properties. This is e to the 8x times e to the x squared equals e to the 9th. And then I'm going to use my product property. And then this is an x, we can disregard the e, so we have x squared plus 8x minus 9 equals 0. Basically, my bases are the same. And then you factor. When you're factoring, always check. You want to get that middle term, so that's negative 1 plus 9. So our solution set here is negative 9 and 1. And the way you write that is negative 9 and 1. Now, by now, if you get the pattern here, you can probably stop watching this video. I'm going to do several more. If you're still having problems, we can do some more here. Okay, the next one is e to the 5th power to to the x times e to the x squared equals e to the 14th. So, Jordan, I'm doing the video. So we have e to the 5x plus x squared. Notice I'm starting to skip steps, equals e to the 14th. So we can cancel this out, and we have x squared plus 5x minus 14 equals 0. So this factors as x plus 7 times x minus 2 equals 0. So my solution set is negative 7 and 2. Okay, the next one is e to the 4th power raised to the x times e to the x squared equals e to the 21st power. So this is going to be e to the 4x. Sorry. Let me erase this. E to the 4x plus x squared equals e to the 21st power. So this is going to be x squared plus 4x equals minus 21 equals 0. So it's going to be x plus 7 times x minus 3 equals 0. So my solution set is negative 7 and 3. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to quickly do 4 more. I'm going to try a different pen here. We have e to the 2x times e to the x squared equals e to the 8th. So we get x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. That's going to be x plus 4, x minus 2 equals 0. So my solution set is negative 4 and 2. Next one, e squared to the x power times e to the x squared. Do you see the similarities? Equals e to the 10th. So basically you get x squared plus 2x minus 10 equals 0. It's going to be x plus 5 times x minus 2. So basically this is wrong. This should be 3 right here. So I'm going to change this to 3. Let me make a note on this one to double check. Yeah, I just wrote it down wrong. Alright, and then so our solution set is negative 5 and 2. And you write it like this. This is set notation with the little brackets. And we have one more. E to the 5th power to the x times e to the x squared equals e to the 6th. So basically that's e to the 5x plus x squared equals e to the 6th, which gives you x squared plus 5x minus 6, set it to 0. That's going to be x plus 6 times x minus 1 equals 0. So your solution set is negative 6 and 1. So once you do a few of these, they're not that hard. They just look scary, but they're not that bad. And that is all.